So here I have a model where I've basically sculpted the clothes and the body and the head. And the body and the head were separated at an early stage, and when they were separated, I continued to sculpt on the head and then didn't really do much on the body. So as you can see, there's not an awful lot of detail here. It's fairly basic, but it does have 5 subdivision levels and the head has 6. So you can see when I look at this head that we actually have quite a lot of detail here. Then the 6 levels are enough to get me what I want as far as detail goes. But if I go down to the body now, you can see I don't have any detail, but I do have 5 subdivision levels. So the head has 6 and the body has 5. So if we want to merge these two together, we're going to have the same amount of subdivisions per subtool. If the head were to have 6 and this were to have 1, well then it will default to the lowest one basically. So then they'll both only have 1 subdivision level. The head will remain at the amount of polygons, but that will be its only subdivision level. So if we, for example, take the clothes and we hide them here, we go back to the head, you can see here that these verts don't necessarily align. If I go down to the lowest subdivision level on the head and the lowest subdivision level on the body, you can see that they don't perfectly align, but they're relatively close, and there's the same amount of verts because they both started off from the same retopoed body. But when you start sculpting, naturally some stuff may shrink or move or whatever, like so. This is an expected behavior basically, that you're going to have that. So as I said, I don't want to lose the detail that I have on subdivision level 6 on the head, and I'm prepared to add more to the body, and 5 isn't actually enough. So what I need to do now is just select that body and hit divide to get that to the same amount of subdivisions as the head. Once we've done that, we can take that head and then go to merge and merge down. So it's really important that both of these are at the same subdivision level. So I'm at 6. If you move this down to 2, well then that's what will actually get merged down onto the other one. So you need to make sure that they're both at the highest subdivision level when you do the merge here. We go to the top one and we'll hit merge underneath the merge here and hit merge down. That will merge the two together and it'll actually keep all 6 subdivision levels. So that's done now, and you can see we now have a 6.5 million polygon mesh. And if we turn off the clothes here, you can see that this is now here, and we also still have 6 subdivisions. So I can still go down to subdivision level 1. They're still not welded together yet, but they are part of the one subtool, and they've maintained all of the detail of the face here. So now we just have to weld them together. So to do that, we just go into freeze subdivision levels. Freeze subdivision levels will automatically go down to the lowest subdivision level, so it doesn't really matter which one you were on. And then from here, what this allows us to do is to add extra geometry. And then when we go out of freeze subdivision level, it will jump back to the 6 subdivision levels, and it will try and project as much detail as it can onto the new geometry which wasn't there before. So basically what we need to do is connect these two. So we're going to use our Z modeler brush, BZM. And because these are loops that go all the way around our model, we can just hover over an edge, press the space bar and choose bridge 2 holes. So I'm just going to click on one edge to select the first hole and the next one to select the next hole, and we've now connected these two. Now we have an extra couple of loops in here. We can hover over an edge again, and now I'm going to change to over an edge and change to insert, make our brush small. And now we can just hold down Alt and click on this loop to remove it, and even this loop to remove this one. Now there were some creasing involved, so we can just turn that off as well by holding down spacebar, choosing crease, edge loop complete, and then I'll just hold down Alt and click on that to get rid of that crease. So we now have the head and body merged together, but our subdivision levels are still frozen. So once we click this, it'll go back to 6 subdivision levels, and it will try and fill in the gaps here for us. So I'm going to click this now. And we're back. So that actually took a couple of minutes. It's going to mask everything, so I'm just going to unmask that by clicking and dragging, and I'll press Shift F to get rid of the frame. So you can see now that there is a little bit of polishing to do. So I'm just going to turn on symmetry by pressing X, and just using the smooth brush, I'm just going to smooth this out. If this is difficult to smooth out, just go down the subdivision levels by going down here or pressing Shift D a couple of times and smooth this level. And then when you go up, there'll be less for you to smooth, and every time you go up a level in the subdivision levels. And you see that that smooths out fairly quickly. So that's it. We now have one model with subdivision levels that we can continue to work on. Hope this tip helps. This kind of stuff can be a bit of a pain to figure out on your own, so hopefully this will help somebody along. So please do comment below if you liked it, or consider subscribing or liking the video if you found it useful. Talk to you next time. Cheers. Bye.